Okay, it's me, Great and Glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch, back again one more time for another delightful video of tarot and all that kind of fun stuff. Here we go. But before I get into today's 3-card reading, I want to make a quick announcement and I want you to pay attention to this. Recently I received an email from YouTube. Okay, so they're, the massive CPU in the sky is like, ding, sent me this email saying I'm allowed to have super chats and super likes on my channel. And I have enabled it, at least I think I have, because it's technology and you can press buttons wrong and all that kind of stuff. But either way, I pressed that button, so these things are now active. Why am I telling you this? Because I think it's useful for you. Because, I have done tarot show videos before, and a whole series of them, on quite a regular basis for a period of time, and that was okay. It was quite good fun. I had the time to do it then. I don't specifically have as much time to do these things now, and I do this for a living, and we got the cost of living crisis. The monetization on my channel only really raises enough money to pay for the cost of my Google account over the course of a year. So although my storage on the Google Drive and the storage on the Google email is, that's now covered, the cost of that is covered by ad revenue. But there's nothing else coming in from YouTube for me whatsoever during the cost of living crisis. But I do this for a living. I don't do this for a laugh. I'm not doing it to get rich, but I'm doing it because it's my job. So if I could do this thing where we could do an evening of tarot, when I sit down, webcam up, have myself a nice Zoom background in the background, whatever, and I could just do tarot readings. You can chip me $5 or something, and I can answer a couple of questions for you on Super Chat, which is a possibility. Raising money for me to carry on living and breathing and paying council tax, electric, gas, water, TV license, food, medicines, everything else. And so it's not specifically to raise money for new cameras and new software and new channels and new this, that and the other. It's just a question of it's part of my job for me to do that. Also, I think that the super likes things means you can click a button on the video and then chip a couple of dollars my way, which would be useful. And the importance of that is that if I've understood this right, and I'll get a notification of who's done that, then maybe you can then get in touch with me and make a request for a specific reading, and I can keep your channel name completely anonymous, I can keep your name completely anonymous, and all that kind of stuff. It will still be specifically for you through the medium of video, because you might want to watch it when you've got time, rather than necessarily getting your schedule and my schedule together, and therefore arranging times when I can therefore be there for you for the particular reading on Keen.com and all the rest of that I work on. I don't know whether that would suit you better, but if so, that's now there. I think it's active, and it's something to work out whether it's something that would resonate well with you. There's a comment section down there, let me know. But anyway, let's get on with the 3-card reading for today. Obviously on the basis of what you leave in the comment section, I will then be able to try and sculpt how I operate for your benefit, if that makes sense. Okay, today's 3-card reading. First card. Right, what is the importance of the High Priestess? There is spiritual and religious connotations to the icon, to the imagery we've got here. But what I'm feeling is more to do with the element of connectedness, the element of water, the element of the lunar sphere, which is more to do with perception and emotional cognition, emotional sensitivity, and also intuition coming through from the emotional level to the clarity of mind of your consciousness. There's a message there, yes, of connection, but also of how are you perceiving things? How are you perceiving what's true, what's right, what's important, and how are you processing the things that come your way? I mean, for those people like me who did psychology as part of their degree, we know about cognitive illusions or perceptual illusions that is traditionally and scientifically inaccurately called optical illusions. And that's when your mind thinks you're seeing something when in fact there's something else which is true about it. Things like the Muller-Lyer illusion, the illusion of the image which looks a bit, the ambiguous figure, like a thing which could either be a rabbit or it could be a woman or it could be whatever, depending upon how you are intellectually approaching it. And I feel this card is like bringing your attention to the fact that maybe you think you know something, but maybe you may have not fully understood. So I think it's prompting you to try and reevaluate where you get your sense of knowledge from about some particular key things. So I think that's quite an interesting card to turn up there. That's just the first one. Second one today, if I've picked that up correctly, it's turned up reversed. Okay? Your Eight of Discs, labeled as prudence. So prudence basically means caution, wisdom, thinking things through prior to acting. So why does it come through reversed? Maybe in some respects you're looking at some of the things you have to do in your life and you're reacting based upon, oh, it seems like a great idea, I'll do it right now, when essentially there could still be consequences to what you're thinking through. So that, connected with what we saw in the High Priestess card, could be leading you to question where you got your sense of truth from and where you got your sense of impatience from, and also what it is you should be doing in order to help think things through so that a more long-term, prosperous, stable future could come your way as a result of making right decisions in the here and now and trying to keep that up. So it's like educating you or teaching you or giving you a message associated with a change of perspective, with training yourself to develop new skills so that you can make sure your future gets better than it has been before. When I once did a speech for Toastmasters talking about the various subscriptions I was subscribed to, and the fact that if you spend £1 a month on a subscription, then that would lead to £12 a year. And my favourite like fast food restaurants is this place called Leon, and the full meal which I would normally want to get there cost about £12. So I thought if I cut a few of my subscriptions down, then that means I'll be able to afford for myself to be able to go out and have myself a nice dinner prior to going out onto somewhere else in the evenings. And it's kind of like that sort of thing, that message of thinking through what you're doing today and how is that going to affect the longer term bigger picture, and in what way that would then help you to then get more of what you want in your life. Do you get the understanding there? Okay. Third card. Now this is very curious. We've got a very different message. The energy there is that of like maybe not thinking things through properly, maybe seeing things with a bit of delusionment and trying to reach clarity of thoughts and being self-critical. But now we got signs of this one here. The colour, the energy there, it's almost like it's slightly masochistic. It's slightly, you're hurting yourself, you're doing something wrong, but it's labelled as disappointment. I mean, the artistry of the colours is complex. You've got this like sunset orange in the background leading downwards to this like dark, complex, almost swamp-like colours of red and green and in this mouldy kind of tone. It's not pastel, it's mouldy, it's murky, it's muddy. And I think it's talking about trying to change the way in which you're looking at the way you're going, and are you bringing yourself into a mire or are you moving forward? The Mars symbol at the top of the card there, that's often referred to as being a symbol of action, of going places, of doing something, which acts as a complete counterbalance to all the other signs within the card, with all this sense of this darkness. And why would that appear on a cup card anyway? It's more to do with your social interactions, because it's a cup symbol. So are people who are engaging with you disappointed with you because of ways in which you're reacting? Or is it the other way around? And what action could you do in order to try and make sure there's a better quality of understanding? Pointing out, of course, that you don't know everything, and the way in which you're looking at things could also have wrongness going on with it too. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to you. That might make sense to you, it might not. It could be relevant to your life right now. It could be some form of moral instruction you need to pay attention to. But think it through. And also, leave comments in the comment section about whether you feel the use of the super chat and super thingy bobs, super likes, could be something that would be okay, that you would feel comfortable engaging with. You know, just chip a couple of dollars here and there, and then I can do a reading for you, or an evening of tarot with my webcam set up and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But you do, because you are watching this. You have chosen to watch this. This is like your special time to be entertained by some mad person on the internet. It's a very weird experience being on YouTube sometimes, isn't it? But either way, keep watching, rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, click the friendly little bell. The bell is very friendly. The bell likes you. The bell loves you. The bell wants to have a close and intimate relationship with you. So you click on the bell, and that'll be wonderful, really wonderful. And I'll speak to you again soon. Keep cool.